Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to restart the psychic development exercises. You'll be glad to know. So it's a hard one today. It's something that true high up psychics, clairvoyants that really work with their art and maybe even help out with their art can do, sometimes very successfully, sometimes not successfully at all. And it's a thing that doesn't get mentioned too much because it does tend to be done for reasons and for a sense of not normal practice, and it's called distant viewing. Now, distant viewing is when you are given coordinates of a place, and you then take those coordinates and stare at them, and mind you, do a wee bit of a meditation or something first, and then have a piece of paper beside you and draw what you get from those coordinates. Now, a lot of people, when they draw what's there, would be like, oh my goodness, that is such and such a place, I recognise that. But the way this was done was maybe to let psychics view, say, an area of the desert and see if they could maybe pick up if there were any like barracks or any places that could show up. And I know it's a bit men that stare at goats. That's a good film if you ever want to watch it. It's really funny, but it's based on truth, and that's why I found it so funny, because I knew about distant viewing myself before that film came out, and I just laughed and laughed. So if you ever get the chance to see, it's George Clooney, I think, Men that stare at goats. It's hilarious, and it's about this psychics working for the government in the 70s, I think, in the USA. So the way we do this is I've written some coordinates down, but I'm trying to keep the place out my head. I really want you just to work with the coordinates. So when I put the coordinates up for you to read, I will be probably looking away and trying to keep my mind full of white storm, white storm, white storm. That's a good way. So if you get a big Native American, that's not the place. That's me trying to distract from letting the place come in to my head. It's difficult to do. When you say don't think of a pink elephant, you immediately think of a pink elephant, but I'm going to try it. Now, please meditate or sit with your crystals, etc., before you do this, because it's a very, very hard thing to do. Now, those of you that are clairvoyant may sketch things, or you may write down what you're seeing, and even as something you think might be silly, put it in anyway, okay? So that's one way of doing it, and that is the distant viewing aspect, using the third eye. But also, when you get coordinates, if you're not very strongly clairvoyant, and I mean very, very strongly, like 1 of 1,000 people can actually do this to any degree. So if you feel that you're getting other things through maybe a sense of emotion, well, that's you distant feeling, I suppose, and that's relevant too. It wouldn't be, I don't think it would be enough for, say, a government or for a science thing, but for today, if you see things, write them down. If you feel overriding emotion, write them down as well. And if you hear anything, you could be distant hearing using your psychic ability, your clairaudience, then write down anything you hear. Whatever way something comes to you while you are focusing on these coordinates, then I want you to write it down and get back to me. Now, with psychic development, I always get back to people. Sometimes if I can do an actual review of what people got, and talk back to you. So it's a brilliant thing for us to do. This is number 30, I think. I mean, 30 development exercises, and I've been working me up to getting more and more open, more aware of your own stuff. And the thing that holds a lot of you back is confidence. So yeah, this is one where don't be disappointed if your imagination takes you somewhere because you're getting nothing from the coordinates. But let's try it anyway, okay? I've done this a few times in the past, very much in the past, a past I would not go back to. And, you know, I was reasonably okay with it. If I were doing it now, I don't know how I would be, because back then, at that point in my life, I was very honed into doing experiments like this. So just let's have a go. Obviously, if you're willing, it will give you an idea of what distant viewing is. And yeah, I look forward to seeing your comments. I don't expect any to come in right away. If they do, it's because someone has blasted, got a visual of it, a proper thing, and it is a place, okay? And yeah, I'm not going to say anything else. It is a place, but remember that you can feel things about a place as well. So I'm going to put my glasses on. I will put this up to the camera rather than read it to you, and you can possibly take a snapshot of it. Hope it shows up okay. Let's see if I can get this to the camera. Yeah. Can you see that? Oh, I'm sorry, the camera's the wrong way around. Right, I have to read it to you then, but if you can get it and transcribe it, I keep forgetting this phone camera doesn't reverse things. So the coordinates of this place, which I'm still thinking of Whitestorm, is 50.0346 degrees north, followed by 19.1758 degrees east, 50.0346 degrees north, 19.1758 degrees east. Please work with it. Let me know what you get. I'm very excited for this one. I really am. I'm very excited to see if you even can draw things, or if you can tell me what this place looks like, what's there, if you even have emotion from the place, all sorts of things. You know, give me whatever comes into any psychic sense, because sometimes it's the little things that make everything happen. Right, so I'm going to leave you now, and I'm going to look forward to getting this over the weekend and have some fun with it. Many blessings now.